Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and sadly second to last episode ever of our favorite Paramount Plus show, Evil. The new episode dropped a few days ago on Thursday night. I watched it on Thursday, but I was also busy. No, I watched it on yesterday because I was busy Thursday night. I went to the movies to go see Alien Romulus, which I thoroughly enjoyed. You can check out that film review right here on this channel. It's one of my more recent videos. But today I'm going to talk about what I thought of the second to last episode of Evil and my thoughts on the series finale, which will be dropping next week. Now, before I go on, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review. So if you're not caught up on Evil by the latest episode, which is episode 13 of season 4, you don't want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. So I thought in the previous episode they had done their final assessment, but I guess they had one final assessment left. This request coming straight from the Vatican. They wanted to see if a carbon copy of Stephen Hawking was worthy of joining their science and religious committee board or something like that, something to do with the Vatican, and they wanted to vet this guy before allowing him to join, and I guess there were alleged ties to the occult in his past, but it turns out he was just a misogynistic creep who openly hit on, or not really hit on, I guess you could say hit on Kristen, but made nasty, unbecoming remarks towards her, and apparently was blaming demonic possession for it, when in reality he had something in his mind, communication device installed that was most likely causing his bad behavior sentiments, or so he claims. Although it was heavily implied, thanks to Sister Andrea, that his helper, his assistant or private surgeon, whatever he called himself, was a demon in disguise, as we saw from their little scuffle, and how he stapled himself back up. So obviously the demon was that, which would explain the scent of a demon, even though the guy in the wheelchair wasn't the demon, his helper was, as Sister Andrea almost or kind of exposed. Speaking of which, she had a great little story in this episode, looking for the sacred chalice or relic that the church wanted to recover before closing this particular parish. They found it, her and the father, played by Wallace Shawn, but she had the fun job of doing the brutal interrogation and dissection of the red demon that was living within the walls of the parish. That was very entertaining and fun to watch. I really enjoyed Sister Andrea's scenes and storyline throughout this whole episode. The final assessment was okay. I think it was more of an excuse for the team to work closely with the Vatican, whom has now approached the entity, and the entity then told David that they are reassigning him to work in Vatican security, if not the Vatican itself, so he's going to be relocated to Rome, which is too bad, but the next episode is the series finale, so I suppose they are wrapping up everybody's respective storylines. Ben and Kristen are, of course, hurt by this, and sad, because it means that their team really is coming to an end. I also love the double secret agent stuff that David got to do in terms of visiting and interrogating Leland. And I love how he started things right off by simply slugging him super hard in the stomach and then asking him questions like a boss. That was awesome. I feel like David had been wanting to do that to Leland pretty much since the beginning of this show, so it was pretty satisfying to watch him slug him one right there in the stomach. So that was great. And then, of course, he feigned interest of like aligning with Leland temporarily if it meant protecting Kristen, but it was all just a ruse to clone Leland's cell phone and get it back to Vatican security so they could figure out who the 60 are, the 60 demonic or demon families or whatever they are. So that was great. Overall, decent episode. Didn't really do much to set up the final episode, but it did and it didn't, because this one felt mostly standalone. Although with the series finale upon us in about a week or so, I am a little concerned that it won't be as, I hope I'm wrong, it won't be as satisfying as I was hoping it to be. My main biggest thing that I wanted to see, if they were truly bringing this series to a close, is watch Kristen satisfyingly bring an end to Leland Townsend by killing him herself, watching him die in some horrific yet satisfying manner, thus bringing their conflict to an end once and for all. Will we get to see that? I sure as shit hope so. And if they're not going to kill Leland, at least have something god-awful and unbelievably nasty happen to him, where if it doesn't kill him, it hurts like a mofo. So we'll see what happens. But I still liked this episode very much. Great demon action, great Sister Andrea kicking ass scenes, and a good final assessment of looking into a dirty old man who had a genius IQ but may have been haunted or possessed by a demon. So good final assessment. So overall, I liked this episode a lot. I don't think it did much to set us up for the series finale, except maybe reveal to us that David is going to be reassigned to the Vatican itself or Vatican security. I can't remember which. So we'll see. The series finale drops next week, next Thursday on Paramount Plus. I should be able to watch it right away. I've got nothing else going on that night, so I'll bring you guys my review as soon as I can. But I just want to say thank you for joining me for the past couple of years of watching and enjoying the show. And I'm sorry it's coming to an end, but I am grateful we got one final season. I hope you guys feel the same way. What did you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you love it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend if I don't see you. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.